guys, let's talk about this rumor that is blowing up the internet. Okay, so the rumor is Shaunie O'Neal has gotten fired as executive producer of Basketball Wives and will not be on the upcoming season 9 as executive producer, but has a choice to return on camera. Okay, so that's the rumor. When I first heard this rumor, I thought, what? Shaunie is the executive producer. What are you saying? She fired herself? Because I've always been under the impression that a production company takes a pilot to the next to a network. The network would either green light it or not green light it, and if they don't green light it, they'll give you a list of reasons. And at that time, it's usually they don't like certain talent. They usually, very rarely, negotiate a deal depending on if they like the producer or not. But because she is on camera, they had to green light it to begin with for her to be on the show. But once a show is a hit and it's going good, they usually don't mess with that formula. So I was really shocked at these rumors. I was also shocked because back in '09, when they first rolled out the story, they described the story as this. They said that it was Shaunie's idea to do Basketball Wives because she was a Basketball Wives. She took the idea to a group of producers who was Nick Emerson, Alex Demienko, Jill Huffman, and Tom Huffman and Sean Rankin, okay? And that she worked very close with the producers. Everyone that was hired was somehow related to Shaunie, friends of hers, and she already knew their storylines. The rumors went on that the reason that they canceled Basketball Wives Miami is because she was tired of coming to Miami. So she lived in LA. But even when she moved to LA, she still was very hands-on and knew all of the storylines and approved all of the storylines.
Very first year on the show, what a lot of people don't understand is, like you said, there's an interview process.
Yeah.
And you don't just get to just be on a show. They do a background check. They do a social media check. They do a character check. They check everything about you, your psychological check, to make sure you're not off a little bit, because they also don't want to put somebody in harm's way.
Right.
So they make sure and do a full-on investigation before they even invite you to be a part of an ensemble cast.
And not only that, she gets accused of starting the storylines, like she's the shit starter. I don't know how to put it any other way. That she knows exactly what she's doing. She pushes the buttons. She gets these girls going like this. And even according to OG, she knew all about Chad for a good 2 years. Chad and OG knowing each other, and she just didn't tell her good buddy. Okay, that's called being a businesswoman. And you're a shit starter, but you're doing it for your company because, let's be honest, people. Basketball Wives is all about, I wouldn't say arguing, just mess, being very, very messy. And let's be honest, people, this isn't the first time that VH1 had to deal with Basketball Wives being extremely messy and having a huge backlash. I mean, when they were in Miami, there was a huge backlash. And also, I believe there was a petition started back then to get Evelyn fired. I mean, they've had to deal with controversy the entire time. So for me personally, I find it hard to believe that all of a sudden, now that they're dealing with this colorism issue, that now all of a sudden they decide to fire Shaunie in the middle of a contract. That's my personal belief. Now, as far as OG's concerned, she did go on in the interview to talk about the colorism subject. She really, really still believes that she was a victim of colorism. And I also believe she was a victim of colorism. But she went on to say buzzwords like ugly, aggressive were all a result of colorism. And I really do agree with her. She went on to say in the interview that Evelyn Lozada tried to put a restraining order out against her, and that could be a big storyline for the upcoming season. So I took that statement to mean several things to me. Number one is that, yes, OG will be returning. Remember at the end of last season, everyone was in an uproar saying that they're not going to bring her back because she's a dark-skinned woman. And I was like, no, they're going to bring her back because the show thrives off of controversy, okay? When everyone gets in an uproar every year, that's what they want because it drives up the ratings. Number two, that she said it might be the restraining order of the upcoming season. I take that to mean that it will be a part of the upcoming season storyline because They know, people, what they're going to talk about, how to get the audience all in an uproar. Shaunie has been doing this for 9 years, okay? And I don't see her stopping now. I really don't think VH1 is going to fire her as an executive producer because, in my opinion, the only thing that matters for them at the end of the day is their numbers and their ratings and their money. That's all they really care about. They don't care about colorism. In my opinion, they don't care. As long as those ratings are up, I don't think they are going to change their formula. It also means to me that they're probably going to bring back the whole cast. Cece, and who else? Evelyn. I don't think Evelyn's going anywhere, people. You could hate her all day long. You could call her colorist all day long, and which I think she is, by the way, but she's coming back, in my opinion. That's what it means to me. So that's the rumors that are going around today for Basketball Wives. So what I want to know today in my comments section is a couple of things. Do you think that Shaunie's going to be fired as executive producer? Number one. Number two is, do you think Evelyn Lozada will return? Number three, do you think OG will return? Also, if you like this video, please don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.